Barbara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
I can. Oh, hello. Hello, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm on a Zoom meeting, actually. Not this. It's just starting now. That's all right. Well, I made spaghetti and there is some left if you want to. It's sitting on the stove. It just needs to be, I can put it on warm and get it warm for you if you don't want that. All right, you don't want it? All right, let me go. I have people staring at me on the computer. That's all right, bye. Sorry about that. That was my son. He wanted to know what was for food here.
Okay,
So we got that solved.
good.
All right. So we have our peeps here. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I know there's a few more people who are going to come on. A lot of people text me and said they were going to watch the replay, which I guess people, I mean, that's fine. So it's all good. How are you guys?
Good.
Hi.
Hi. Who's coming? Since we're getting several people come on, maybe we can have everybody just do a roundabout, introduce yourselves, and then I'm probably going to mute people because I get yelled at that the recordings are too noisy. So, all right. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yes, yes,
Yes.
and yes. Okay. Okay. I don't know who everybody is.
I'm Barbara.
Okay.
That's Allison.
Okay.
I'm Allison.
Who is this? What's your name? I just see Galaxy X7.
Sí, María.
Maria.
Yes, ma'am.
Which Maria? Perez?
María Peña. Yeah, Ruiz Peña.
It's Maria. Okay. I'm seeing a lady with a fan above her head, but I can't make out who you are.
Liz.
Oh, you're
Oh,
Liz.
hi, Liz.
Liz. Okay, Liz. Sorry. Hold on. I click things and everybody disappears. And then I see LG Aristo 2. Who's that?
That's Kathy. Can you see me?
Oh, okay, Kathy. Hi.
Hi.
No, I can't.
You can't? Let me see if I can get a picture.
Okay. I just
Can you see me?
a little bit. Oh, there you are.
There I am.
All right.
All in my glory.
That's okay. I don't know how many else are going to join us. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody except for Barbara.
You can mute me.
I can mute you?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's all right. Okay. All right. Everybody right now is muted except for Barbara. So as people come on, they can just join in on the conversation. We are here tonight. Well, first, before we do that, okay, have you guys used this stuff? This is the Hydra Fusion, micellar water?
Yes, I have used it.
Oh, I have, how can I say, used it for the first time last night. That stuff is awesome. I was amazed. As my daughter said to me last night, welcome to 2012. I never used micellar water before, but I tried it and it was wonderful. So anyway, okay, that's not why we're here. So we are here because all of us kind of stated that we want to learn more about how to go to Los Cabos, Mexico next year. So just so you know, the trip itself is the first weekend or the first week in June. Specifics will come later. They have already put out the requirements, and if you were with us last year, the trip requirements are quite similar, but a little different than last year. For the most part, they're the same, but a little different. But I'm going to be honest, because I'm honest if nothing else. It's not easy winning the trip, but it's worth it. I've never been on their trips. I've talked to people who've been on the trips, and they are just amazing. It's all expense paid, including all the food, all the alcohol. If you want to buy gifts to bring home for the family, of course, that's about the only thing that's on you. If you don't want to bring gifts for the family, you can just leave your wallet at home. You need your passport. But everything is fully paid for. They just treat you like royalty. So it's exciting, and I want to go this year, and I don't want to go by myself. I would love to have a whole bunch of us there. But to be honest with you, okay, maybe I'm going to mute Barbara just because I think she's having a conversation and we don't necessarily need to eavesdrop. Again, to be honest with you, it's not easy to do this. And to actually do it and be successful, I'm going to have to say that I muted you, Barbara, so you don't have to. You're muted, so we can't hear you. Okay, all right. So if you need to talk on the phone, I just want to let you know that. So it's, to be honest with you, the way that any of us will make this is to not do what we've always done. So, and that means, you know, me, I can't do the same things. I can't do things the same way I've always done them and make the trip. Barbara can't do the same thing she's always done and make the trip. Nobody can. We all have to think differently and reframe how we build our days. So with most of Avon's incentives, it relies more heavily on team building and less on sales. Those sales are important. But Avon, when they give an incentive, it is to hopefully help us grow and build our business. But it also is something that's going to help Avon corporate build their position in the business world as well. So Avon needs more representatives, and so they reward us kind of generously for helping them find and train new representatives. So that's one of the things you have to start thinking differently about if you want to be on this trip. It is heavy on building a team. Just know that as you build a team, I have started, and I plan on continuing to do new representative training every Sunday night at 8 p.m. So anybody you bring on, it won't be all on you to train your people. They will always be included in my training. And a lot of people just end up calling me, whether they're on my direct downline or somebody else's direct downline, mainly because they hear from me a lot. So my goal is to work with the team, all of my generations. So anyone that you bring in, they're on my team. They're your team too. And sometimes I may encourage them to call you as their upline. But if it's a fast, quick answer, I will answer it for them, and it's not a problem. I will usually, and Barbara will attest to this, if somebody in her team contacts me, I let her know. I'm not complaining. I want her to know what's happening on her team. You know, Susie called me and she had this issue. This is what I told her. Could you follow up with her in the next day or two and make sure that that got straightened out? So I might do that with you if you have a new team member, but know that they're going to be trained and helped by me as well as you. So there's that. So building a team, you have to think outside the box. So as a brand new, oh, Martha's here. Hi, Martha. Martha came in. So everybody's muted. Oh, you want me to unmute you, Barbara? All right, Barbara, you're unmuted.
That's who called me. She was having an issue getting on.
Okay, perfect. All
I
right.
texted her. I'm glad she's here, though. Hi, Martha.
Hi.
All right, Martha, I'm going to mute. Okay, I'm going to mute you now. No offense. All right, Martha, I'm just muting everybody so we don't get a lot of background noise. Okay, now, the way you're going to earn the trip is you have to accumulate 5,000 points by the end of campaign 8 if you want to go by yourself. If you want to bring somebody with you, and it's usually somebody over 18, I believe. It has to be somebody over 18. So it could be a spouse, it could be an adult child, it could be your best friend, it could be one of your favorite customers, it could be somebody in your downline. It can be anybody you want, but for you to be able to bring a guest, you have to accumulate 7,000 points by the end of campaign 8, 2019, which usually comes around April. However, you can start now, even though the incentive starts campaign 1 through campaign 8. You can start now by building a team. So if you, starting now in campaign 23, because even if you recruited somebody tonight, they're not going to have a 22 order. So starting in campaign 23, starting Wednesday, if you bring in a new representative, and in her first or second campaign, she earns, she submits a $150 order and pays for it on time, you're going to get 300 points. So if you start thinking a little differently immediately, if you were to bring 3 or 4 people on between campaign 23, 24, 25, and 26, you would have 1,200 points. If at the same time, you were able to title to Bronze Ambassador, which just means you and those 4 people would together sell $1,000 in each campaign. You have to sell at least 200. They have to sell amongst the 4 of them at the difference between what your sales are, and then their sales have to add up to 1,000. You would also get a $500 bonus point. So that would be for 1,200, you'd have $1,700. You'd be a third of the way to earning one person trip before the competition even starts. So that's a thought about refocusing. Certainly you want to keep building your team, and you want to keep building your customers, and it is the holidays. So we absolutely need to build our sales as well. But maybe when you're out and about doing your day, or you're talking to your customers or anybody, you can just, ask maybe more than you ask now. Are you earning as much money as you need? Do you have the money you need to pay for your holidays? Or are you going to have to use a credit card? How would it feel if you could pay for your holidays without touching any of your family income? Any of these questions. I've been kind of putting a sticker on my brochures that says, October already? OMG. Maybe, I can't remember what I say now, shame on me. But something like, October already? How would you like to earn the money for your holidays? And then I put the link on my thing, the link to sign up on my website. So use your own words, use your own cleverness. I'm sure you're far more clever than I am, because I'm not very clever. But do approach people. Think about building a team, because starting now, you get that jump start. And even before it begins. So then starting in campaign 1, you want to, your sales do come into play. So if your sales starting campaign 1 are $300 to $500, you're going to earn 100 points for every campaign that your order is over $300. If your order is over $500 or more, you're going to earn 200 points. Okay, now if you bring in another, and that 300 points for a new representative on your team still stays at 300 points. Sorry, you still get 300 points for each new person you add to your team, unless it's an alma lead, and I know Barbara's the only one that might, at this point, Barbara's the only other one that would be affected by an alma lead. So an alma lead, Barbara, is still 150.
Okay.
And a personal recruit, which is what you guys would be bringing in, a personal recruit, somebody you met, talked to, whether it's a customer of yours, a friend of yours. And of course, they can be all over the United States. They don't have to, because here's the thing now. Now that we are doing all of our training online, you can recruit somebody in New York and I can still train them online. And you can train them online. And we will I can teach you how to do and set up Zoom so that you can do it as well. You can just talk to one-on-one with people on Zoom, and it's great. So anyway, so the new recruit, you're still going to get $300 for every new person you bring into Avon. Now, here's the beauty of this, where this can really pay off. If you bring people into your team during this incentive, starting now through the end of campaign 8, when you bring somebody in, of course, if their first or second campaign is $150, you're going to get 300 points. But every single time in this incentive period, that person, that new recruit, places a $150 order or more, you're going to get another 100 points for her. So if she does 150 or more for 5 of those campaigns, you're going to get another 500 points just for her that you brought in, who's doing over $150 in sales. So it's not hard, but it just requires different thinking. All right, sorry about that. So what is the best way to start going about doing this? And I think the first thing everybody needs to think about doing is ordering more brochures. Every time I like to read, and I like to read stories or listen to successful representatives. And these are representatives who didn't come, they weren't making big bucks at some other job and decided to do Avon. Some of them struggled, probably harder than we struggle, though I don't want to make judgments on how hard anybody struggles. But they invested their money in brochures, and they got the brochures out every campaign. Obviously, if you buy 200 brochures and 150 of them are sitting in your living room, then they're not doing you any good. So these people bought 200 to 500 brochures every campaign. That's a lot. That's stressful. And managed to get them out every campaign. Whether it was taking 50 and taking 45 minutes, because literally you can do 50 books in 30 minutes or 45 minutes and hang them on doors. And next campaign, you take another 50 and you hang the new ones on new doors. But they got brochures out every campaign, and they talk about how fast their business grew, whether it was sales and team members. Because you always want to put something in your brochure about starting Avon. If you don't have any ideas yourself what to do, if you go to Donna's Dazzling Diamonds and you look under files, I have things there. There's a lot of things there. I put a new one up the other day with a gift to you, and it's, here, let me give you a try it. It's basically a try it kit. I'm not a huge fan of try it kits, but give it a shot. Doesn't work for me, but I know it works for other people. But you can put that in, a gift, try. Here's 2 books and an order pad, and see how many orders you can get. And then you can just tell them, look, if you don't want to be a representative, I'll take the orders and I'll fulfill the orders and I'll be their Avon representative. And if you want to start, we can start you with these being your first orders. That's on Donna's Dazzling Diamonds. Now you have to be careful when you download anything on the files. Make sure it doesn't have my phone number on it. As good if they're calling me. So there's another one. It's like 6 reasons why you should become an Avon representative. Barbara just puts a sticky note on the cover of her every brochure. It just goes a label, and she just says, buy or sell. Do you want to become an Avon representative? Anything, just anything. I've been doing it for years and years, and every customer of mine, every campaign gets something about becoming an Avon representative. Every single time. 90% of them are never going to become an Avon representative, but I have had customers after years of getting my sticker or I call it my bookmark because it looks long and thin like a bookmark, and she has 6 reasons why you should become an Avon representative. And it's things like pay off your credit card bill, get the car fixed, buy new tires. It's all of these things that people don't know how they're gonna do this. So put thoughts in their mind. But I'll have people that they'll just, oh, we got to talk about this, or I always see this, and tell me more about it. So always have stuff in your brochure about becoming a representative. But get more brochures, whatever you're comfortable with. Well, I'm going to just say, if you seriously want to try to earn this trip, however many brochures you've been ordering, double it. At least double it. And if doubling is under 100, really think hard about getting at least 100 brochures, or 120. So that's like $30-something. I know that's kind of a lot, but they come in a box instead of being scattered all loose in your kit, in your shipment box. So they come in their own little box, which my dog loves because that's his toy. He rips the boxes up. But they're kind of neat. So they're neat in a box. And I will take one box and I will label all 60 in the box, and I throw the box in my car. So I always have brochures in my car. I always have a box of brochures in my car. And that's the other thing. You always have to have a brochure on you. So always, every time you get out of your car, if you don't have a brochure in your purse, you're going to have them in that box, and you're going to grab a couple, and you're always going to leave at least one wherever you go. Even if it's a whoopsies, oh, did I leave that on the counter? I'm so sorry, my bad. There are people who grew their business, Molly Stone Bibb, whether you want to do this or not, but Molly Stone Bibb, when she worked 3 jobs, and she had to try to find Avon customers around 3 jobs. If she went into a McDonald's, she would go into the bathroom first thing. She took the little clear literature bag with a hole in it, the plastic bag you put your brochure in, and she hung it on the back of every stall. And with a little thing just says, "Take me, I'm free." And she just hung them on the stalls. And then she went and ordered her food. Clever things. If you're in the doctor's office, you're getting your hair done, even if they say you can't leave a brochure, of course, always ask. Even you're getting your car, you're sitting in the mechanics, and they got those magazines sitting there, and it's all those boring, car magazines. Women don't want to look at that stuff. And I just ask, do you mind if I just leave an Avon brochure for your lady customers? And they always say yes. And then I never ask again. I just go in later and put out more. But these are all gentle ways if you don't like confronting people. If you are more comfortable handing out brochures, it is my favorite, which is you go into offices and say, "Hi, I'm Donna, I'm with Avon, and Avon is having a customer appreciation day, and I'm here today to give out some free samples. How many people work in your office?" And they'll usually tell you because they want free samples, and they'll say, "Oh, there's 6 of us." So I say, "Great," and I just want about 6 samples and 6 brochures. And then I say, if they have a business card on the counter, you just pick up the card and say, "So is this the best number so I can follow up and see if anybody would like a different sample?" And then they'll say yes or no, and then try to get a good follow-up number instead, and then be on your way. But you have to follow up. So then, before you place your order, you want to follow up. Any place you've been, whether you go back in or you actually do just call, say, "Hi, this is Donna with Avon. I was in your office last week with the samples, and I wanted to find out if anybody needed a different kind of sample. I'm getting ready to place my order, or did anybody want to order anything?" And you just follow up. And if they say, no, we're good, you know what? They're now your customers because they didn't say don't come back. So now they're your customers. So every 2 weeks, you don't even have to go in samples anymore. Yeah, every 2 weeks, just go in and leave 6 brochures with them. And I guarantee you, within 3 or 4 campaigns, somebody will be ordering. And then somebody else will be ordering. But sometimes you have to go in a few times. But that's how you go in. If you're uncomfortable, you just go with a big smile. You're giving them a gift. It's gift day, and you poor people stuck in your office. So it's customer appreciation day. How many samples? And usually the lipsticks, they just love the lipsticks. Then they all start gathering around trying to argue with each other which one's going to get what color. So it's a fun way. It breaks up their boring day, especially if they're not busy. And so that's a way to get brochures out. So I'm going to be honest, campaigns 2 and 3 are part of the incentive where you want to sell at least 300 to 500 or more than 300, preferably more than 500. Campaigns 2 and 3 are really hard. I talked about, and I was going to bring them, but I don't have them out here. But I did put it in the files. It's a $25 gift certificate that you might want to start thinking about including with your brochures. If you haven't already put out your 23s, with your 23s, 24s, 25s, and 26s. And what the certificate says is for every $25 you spend this holiday season with me, you're going to get a $5 Avon bucks, $5 Avon bucks. And it's in the files. If you have a problem finding it, call me, text me, or just post it on the page. But then it says you have to cash in the $5 money during campaigns 2 and 3. Typically campaigns 2 and 3 are going to be the worst campaigns of the year, mainly because it's like right after Christmas. Campaign 1 usually falls right before Christmas. Campaigns 2 and 3 are right after Christmas, and that's kind of like a slow time. So you get those out, and people, so that hopefully, now they're going to have to spend, to cash in that $5 gift certificate, they got to spend $25 in campaign 2 or 3. So if they spend $25 in campaign 2, they're going to only pay you $20 for it because they got the $5 money. But however you do it, it works out to 20%. So even if it's a terrible campaign, if all you're ordering is hers, you're just giving her your profit for her order. But hopefully that won't be the case. Now, if she orders $50 in campaigns 23, 4, 5, whatever, you're going to give her 2 $5 gift cards. If she orders $150, she's getting 3, 200 in the course of that span. So let's just say campaign 24, she spends $100. You give her 2. Campaign 25, she spends another $100. You give her 2. Now she's got 4. But for her to cash in, that's 8. For her to cash in the 4, she has to spend 4 times 25. So she can only use a $5 one for $25. So she would have to spend $100 in campaign 2 or 3 to cash in those 4 $5 gift cards. So she's still going to have to pay $80 for that $100 order, right? Because she's got 4 of the $5 gift certificates. That's still only 20%. So no matter how you slice it, all you're giving her is 20% of your profit. If your order that campaign is 150 or more, you're earning 30%, and so you're still making 10% on her order. You're giving her 20%, but you're also getting points toward the trip. If you can get your order in 2 and 3 up to 300 or more. So there's that. Is anybody on here who became a representative during the $10 thing? Anybody?
Yeah, Martha and Allison.
Allison. Okay, you guys also know, right? If you sell $3,000 in campaigns, or is it 23, 24, 25, and 26, or is it 3 campaigns? 23, 24, 25? If you sell $3,000, you're going to get a free iPad. So you guys get to also play for an iPad. So look at that. That's called Buy the Love, Bring the... Okay, hold on, people. Just bear with me a sec. It is called something. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I just looked at this. Build the Love. Okay, Build the Love. If you look at the online, you should be able to see that. Give me a sec. Somebody want to play some hold music? Okay. Hold on. Build a Love. All right. Campaigns, 23 to 26. If you sell $3,000 between campaigns 23 to 26, you get a free iPad. Now, nothing wrong with that. So who up for that? So you got that? 23 to 26, $1,000 free iPad. So that's just for the newbies. The rest of us don't get to play with that. All right, somebody raise your hand. Okay, all right. All right. Yes, is that Martha? Who is that?
No, it's Catherine.
Okay. Where's Martha?
Hi.
Oh, all right, you guys flipped on my screen for some reason. Hi, Catherine.
Hi. I just wanted to know, it's only for newbies that can win the iPad, you said?
That's correct. If they, yeah, the new representatives who came in during the $10
Uh-huh.
thing, so yeah, they're
Okay.
the only ones that can win the iPad. But we can all win the trip. They can win the trip.
Okay.
Everybody can win the trip. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Mhm.
you're welcome. So, okay. So I'm going to unmute right now, everybody, and I'm going to ask for questions, suggestions, ideas. Everybody should be muted, unmuted. So I would like to touch base if you really are serious about trying, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you try and you don't make the trip, I guarantee you your business will still be much further along than if you didn't try. You know, there's two philosophies. If you just do your job, the incentives, you win the incentives and won't even know it. Or if you work for the incentives, your business will grow and you won't even realize it. You'll come out of the whole thing and you go, oh my goodness, I'm a silver ambassador and I'm getting a paycheck every 2 weeks from Avon, and I now have more customers and my average order is now $300 or $400 without thinking about it. All of that is because I tried to win a trip. And even though I didn't win the trip, here I am, you know, further along in my business than before. So, and then just so you know, if you only earn 1,000 points at the end of the incentive, you're going to get a towel. They haven't showed us what the towel looks like. If you earn 2,000 points, you'll get a towel and a tote bag. If you earn 3,000 points, you're going to get a towel, a tote bag, and a mirror and brush set. Now, last year they gave us like a cosmetic bag, a tote bag, and a rolling luggage thing. Really nice. I've taken it on 3 trips, all of it.
Me too. I've taken my tote bag and my makeup bag.
Yeah, I love it. I have the roller thing, and I took it to Boston, and I mean that thing is sweet. It does all the roundabout wheels, so you know I can just wheel it around any way I want to. So these things are not cheap. I mean they're given nice things. So I'm not sure what the towel is. That's a little random, but I'm sure it's going to be cool. The tote bag, the mirror and brush set. So if you only get 3,000, you're still going to get stuff for it.
And you're going to make money.
You're going to make money, and you're going to still get stuff. But again, you really need to think outside the box. Seriously think differently about how many brochures you hand out, what you put in those brochures as far as suggesting that people think about Avon as an alternative way of earning extra income. Keep your eyes and ears open. If you hear anybody make any comments about, you know, they can't afford, and there's some, you can't send me a brochure, or you'll follow up and then you go, oh, I love to, but I just don't have the money. You know, it's the holidays, I don't have the money. I totally understand. I don't know if you ever thought about earning extra income with Avon, but you would get a discount on what you want, and you could get it even for free, just selling to just a few extra people. So use your words, don't use mine, because you know it has to be honest from your lips, but you're comfortable saying. So again, you want to increase your customers so that you increase your sales, so that every campaign you are doing at least 300, preferably at least 500, because if you do 500 or more every campaign, in those 8 campaigns, you get 1,600 points just for that.
Well, the other thing you have to remember is if you do 500 every campaign and you start just doing that naturally, you're a President's Club member.
True.
So it's going to pay off in the long run. Right.
That's right. So all of these things really do help you in it. It's all kind of like a domino effect. Where it's a President's Club, it's becoming a titled leader where you're earning a paycheck every 2 weeks, winning a trip, and I guarantee you there's going to be other incentives next year like there always are. And once you get in the mindset of running your business differently, so that you are always asking people, have you ever thought about becoming an Avon representative? And you're always ordering 100 books, brochures at least, and getting them out every campaign. However you do that, I know time is of the essence. You know, Saturday mornings, get up and walk a neighborhood. Literally, you can get out 50 brochures, even if you go by yourself in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's getting cooler. We're at the advantage, actually, because all those other people is going to start getting freezing cold and snowing, and they're not going to be able to get those brochures out. This is the time of year for us to do it. It's not going to rain, and it's going to be cool. So, you know, walk a neighborhood, hang some books on the door. Walk the same neighborhood, hang different books on the door next time. Always have something in there about becoming a representative. And you know, if you can, whenever possible, follow up. So,
Donna, I have a question. This is Kathy. I'm having a lot of problem with my social network. I don't understand. It's not working for me. I try to post on Facebook and everything, and it's just not working. I must be doing something wrong.
Social? Are you talking to Avon Social?
Yeah.
I would call customer service. I mean, I'm not a techie. Call customer service, and they will transfer you to the tech department, and they're the ones that will help you do that.
Well,
Okay, good.
Catherine, are you saying that you're having issues because nobody's responding to your posts, or are you having issues posting?
I think it's the issues posting to the, I can't figure it out. I don't even see it after I post it.
Okay.
Now,
I would call Avon,
I would call chat. They can look at your account. They can look at everything. I'm terrible techie anyway. You know, technology and taxes.
Because I see yours and I see Barbara's and I see everybody else's, but mine don't show up.
It might be that you don't have it linked correctly to your Facebook page or your Pinterest or your Instagram. It's like Twitter, I guess it's not Instagram yet, but so it might not be linked properly. I have no idea. The only thing I can think of, but they can help you better than me.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions or comments? Any suggestions, ideas that I didn't come up with because you guys are clever too? I love ideas.
You're having problems trying to hand out the books.
Say that again?
I heard some guy talking about handing out books. No, I don't know. All right, nothing else? Should we end that? So, okay, the other thing I want to ask is, do you guys want to, if you are serious about wanting to try to do this, are you guys open and willing? Everybody's mic is open, so everybody can talk. But are you willing to, what should we do? Meet every, I don't know, couple of weeks, touch base, how we're doing, sharing ideas?
That sounds good.
Yeah? Is this good, like Monday nights?
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
This is good with me too.
Okay. So just so you know, I'm going to put on Facebook. Next Monday night is supposed to be Facebook Live, but Donna's going to be in Miami. So we're going to do Facebook Live Saturday morning at the Dunkin' Donuts on Chickasaw and Curryford Road. So I can eat a munchkin.
Have we picked a time yet?
No, it's up to you. I don't care.
10?
Sure. 10 o'clock Monday morning, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, 10 o'clock.
We'll try to draw one of your names to win a little prize. Okay, so we want to do this 2 weeks from tonight?
Okay.
Sure.
So it'll be opposite nights to our Facebooks.
Okay.
To our Facebook Lives.
So maybe everybody should have a plan of what they're going to do so that 2 weeks from tonight we can all say what our plan is going to be, or if you have a chance to even start your plan and see if anything is coming of it.
Yeah, I think we should start our plan. So I think, so the first, right now, starting campaign 23, which starts Wednesday, right now, the only points you can earn is by bringing in a new team member. That's it. That's the only points you can get. So you can get 300 points for every person you bring into Avon who starts her first or second campaign at $150. And then every time she puts in 150 more, you're still going to earn $100. So let's start with that. Don't worry about it if you don't say, well, I can't go because I didn't recruit anybody. Please don't do that. That's not what it's about. Actually, honestly, I hope you honestly come back and say, I tried, I got nobody. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. And let's brainstorm. I mean, I'm not the whiz kid about this either. So, you know, I don't think any of us have all the right words when it comes to bringing somebody into the company. I honestly, anybody that I personally brought into the company, for the most part, is because of something I put on the brochure. So if nothing else, start by just including something in your brochure. If you do labels, you can just put a label on it. And I just put that on the front. Let me see my phone. Yay. So this one I have, and I just have this label right here, and it says, October, ? The holidays are coming. Earn the money you need for the best holiday ever. Call me to start your Avon. And then I have the link to sign up on my website, on the Avon, Start Avon. So it's not the Start Avon, it's actually the URL for them to, you know, whatever. So just say, call me. So that's what I put. I only do this at the end of the year to talk about holidays, how they can earn their money for the holidays. And then toward the end of December, I'm going to change that to, what's your New Year's resolution? To get out of debt, to pay off your credit cards? Have Avon be your side hustle, something like that. It'll say something like that for the next couple of months, you know, December, January, maybe into early February. Then I go back to putting in my little bookmark, 6 reasons why you should become an Avon representative. So that's basically how I do things. But you do whatever is best for you. Again, look around in the files, see if something sings to you. Do pull out those $5 gift certificates, because you do want to try to increase and maintain your sales in campaigns 2 and 3. So at least you're going to get at least 100 points by having a $300 order in those 2 campaigns. Because just naturally, those are the worst campaigns. A lot of times Avon will throw in a second incentive for those campaigns, like, oh, if you do this in sales, you'll get, you know, a piece of jewelry or something. So I don't know if they're going to do that this year, but they're notorious for doing that as well. All right, so 2 weeks from today, tell us what you've done, how it went, if it was comfortable, uncomfortable, and if you brought anybody in, we will celebrate with you. So, and just again, anybody you bring in, just know that they are always invited to. So Maria, I always invite your new representatives, and I always send them the link to the recording for the new representative training. They're always recorded. I place them on our Facebook page. I do have a YouTube page if anybody's caring about it. It's just my name, Donna Rahman, youtube.com/ I think it's Donna Rahman. Every video I've ever done is up there. So you can direct your people to go there, your new people to go there and watch the videos as well. So I'm trying to do more with training. And I think everybody likes Zoom much easier than trying to go someplace. Do you agree? Would you like to do a Zoom meeting to go somewhere?
Yes.
Because you come in your jammies, I don't care. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Go find somebody to get 300 points, an extra 100 every time they place a $150 order.
When are we meeting at the Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, that's the Facebook Live. And if you want to meet with us, it's Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Dunkin' Donuts at Chickasaw and Curryford. Yeah. So there's that big public strip mall with the Giovanni's back there. So that Dunkin', it used to be a Blockbuster. So that's the Dunkin' Donuts now. And that's where we're going to be Saturday at 10 a.m.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, because I'm leaving Sunday for Miami. So, yeah, it would be fun to have people there. So,
Donna, I won't be there on Saturday.
Why?
I'm going to FAU to tour with Colleen. I have to take her to Boca Raton. I totally forgot.
Fine. So Allison and I will do it.
No, can we do it Friday? Oh, shoot, when can we do this?
See what she does to me?
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about it. Oh my goodness.
Allison and I will do it.
All right. Okay. I'll give you my names.
Nothing. Allison froze. I freaked her out so bad. She just froze. She's like, what?
I'll talk to you later, Donna, about it, and we'll figure it out. And I mean, you
we'll
can
let
do
you
it.
know, Allison. Maybe we'll do it Friday night.
Yeah, I'm leaving Friday night at 4. Friday afternoon at 4.
Maybe we'll do it. I don't know.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. We
Fine.
definitely will. Okay?
All right.
All right. I'm sorry, but you and Allison can still have munchkins on at 10 o'clock Saturday morning.
I think so. Anybody else wants to join us? I think we can.
I can't believe I totally forgot about that tour.
Where's
Okay.
that Herbie?
With Herbie.
With
Huh?
Herbie.
With Herbie.
Yeah,
Herbie.
we'll do it with Herbie. Me, Allison, and Herbie. Lisa will be our camera person.
Okay. Oh, Donna, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right.
We'll let you know, Allison, what we're doing. Anybody else wants to join us? Let me know.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Maria's not letting me unmute you. But anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.